What's up, y'all, and welcome back to another episode of Mass Effect 2, the Legendary Edition. Thank you so much for joining me today on this beautiful Wednesday. Really appreciate it. Hope you're having an awesome day so far. In the last episode, we escaped the Collector ship and discovered that we need to find the IFF, identify friend or foe system that'll allow us to pass through the Omega 4 relay. But before we can do that, we have some unloyal squad mates. So we're going to do a bunch of loyalty missions today. And I think we're going to start in the order that we received them in. We already done a couple of them, but that was because we wanted specific squad powers. So we're just going to collect a couple and then we're going to go through the order we received them in.
Shepard, I'm glad you came by. I may need your help. I just received a message from the migrant fleet. The Admiralty Board has accused me of treason. I'm scared, Shepard.
Nobody who knows you could believe you'd betray your people, Tali.
I don't know. They don't lay charges like this unless the evidence seems absolute. But thanks. I appreciate your faith in me, Shepard.
Is it because you're working with Cerberus?
I'm not working with Cerberus. I'm working with you. And I got leave to serve on the Normandy again. I have no idea what they're accusing me of. You'd think I would remember if I betrayed the fleet.
What happens when a Quarian is accused of treason?
There's a hearing, with members of the Admiralty Board acting as judges. My father is an admiral on the board. He'll have to recuse himself from judgment. I can't even imagine what he's thinking right now. The punishment for treason is exile. If they convict me, I can never go back.
So you have no idea why they're accusing you?
None. The specifics of charges like this are rarely discussed on open channels. I won't know any more until I get to the flotilla.
What happens if you're convicted?
Like I said, exile. The specifics are up to the judges. If it's deemed only a tragic mistake in judgment, the guilty party might receive a small ship and supplies. Not that it really matters. Either way, if I'm convicted, I'll never see the migrant fleet again.
So no prison and no death penalty?
We don't have the spare resources for long-term incarceration. Monitored work detail is more effective. And we don't have enough people to afford executions. An exile can still have children, and those children are welcomed back to the fleet.
How often is someone from the fleet charged with treason?
It's rare. It must be something that affects the entire flotilla, not just one ship. The most recent one was Honora Vanya Vassilani, an engineer who handed over fleet defense schematics to the Batarians. She had good intentions. The Batarians were contracted to upgrade our systems, but they passed the defense schematics to a pirate gang.
Was she convicted?
No. She made a suicide run on the pirate gang. She destroyed them before they could attack the fleet. She was pardoned posthumously. Let's hope I don't have to prove my innocence that way.
So how does the trial work? How soon do we need to get you there?
They'll wait a reasonable period of time for me to come and defend myself. Eventually, if I don't show up, they'll try me in absentia. As for how it works, it's less formal than an Earth trial or something you'd see on the Citadel. We're family. This is just the worst kind of family meeting.
Okay, let's go find the flotilla.
I was going to book passage on another ship. I didn't think there would be time for you to help. Thank you, Shepard. I'll program the Normandy with the flotilla's current location. The admirals will be waiting for us.
I always have time for you, Tali. I think we need to get Thanes. And that should be everyone on the ship so far, if I'm not mistaken. It's been about maybe 10 years since I've last played this game, so it's kind of cool to revisit memories, and even a lot of stuff seems pretty new. It appears new because I haven't seen it in so long.
Shepard.
I heard you wanted to speak with me.
Yes. Now that you are here, though, it seems more difficult to talk about.
Are you feeling sick? I could get the doctor.
No, no. Though I suppose that is a part of it. My mortality has me dwelling on things. I had a family once. I still have a son. His name is Kolyat. I haven't seen him for a very long time.
Did something happen to them?
I abandoned them. No, not all at once. Nothing dramatic, no sneaking out in the middle of the night. No final argument or slammed door. I just did my job. I hunted and killed across the galaxy. Away on business, my wife would tell people. I was always away on business.
How long has it been since you talked?
10 years. He showed me some of his schoolwork and asked if we could dance crazy. We did that when he was younger.
What sort of dance is that?
I checked my extranet contacts. I expect an update on my next target. The console plays music, old, unfashionable. Kolyat jumps into the room. My father runs around in circles. I scoop him up, toss him into the air. He shrieks, laughs, spin me. The console beeps. I put him down. Click the message. Father, he pleads. Tugs my sleeve. I need to read this, I say. I don't look at him.
You never mentioned this before. Why now?
When my wife departed from her body, I attended to that issue. I left Kolyat in the care of his aunts and uncles. I have not seen him or talked to him since.
That's not the choice I expected. Why didn't you raise him yourself?
My body is blessed with the skills to take life. The Hanar honed them in me. I have few others. I didn't want that life for Kolyat. I hoped he would find his own way. If he hated me, so be it. He would not have shared the path of sin. I used my contacts to trace Kolyat. He has become disconnected. He does what his body wills.
You'll have to explain that one to me.
Disconnected. The body is not our true self. The soul is. Body and soul work as one in a whole person. When the soul is weakened by despair or fear, when the body is ill or injured, the individual is disconnected, no longer whole.
What's wrong with him? Is he hurt?
Something happened that should not have. He knows where I've been, what I've done. I don't know his reasons, but he has gone to the Citadel. He's taken a job as a hitman. I would like your help to stop him. This is not a path he should walk.
You don't hire a raw rookie for a contract killing.
I'm afraid someone may have seen we share a name and assumed we share skills. I don't know why he would accept the task.
To be closer to you, maybe?
That thought haunts me more than any other.
Maybe he name-dropped you to get hired.
It's possible, but I don't think so. It doesn't seem right. My name. He should not respect it.
Thane, I don't have your contacts and I don't have your tracking skills. Why do you need my help for this?
I don't need your help. I want it. The last time I saw my son, they wrapped her body in sea vines, weighted it with stones. He tries to pull from me, calls for her. The Hanar lift her off the platform. They sing like bells. The fire has gone to be kindled anew. He begs them not to take her away. They let her body slide into the water. He hits me. Don't let them. Stop them. Why weren't you? Rains. It always rains on Kaje. Warm water pours down his face.
I didn't mean to make you relive that.
Perfect memory. It is sometimes a burden.
What made him go to the Citadel?
Years ago, I prepared a package for him. A relic of my ill-spent life. I had Volus bankers store it, and arranged for delivery when I died. He acquired it early. I don't really know how. I did wet work on the Citadel around the time his mother died. That may be why he went there.
I'll get us to the Citadel as soon as possible.
Thank you, Shepard. I'll be meditating until you need me.
A viewer asked me a couple episodes ago, or actually when I was playing Mass Effect 1, who some of my favorite Mass Effect characters were, and I think Thane's gotta be up there in top 5. His personality and morals seem very, like, straightforward, but he's a lot deeper than that, especially with the perfect memories. Such a tragic background, and he's like the John Wick of Mass Effect. We gotta remember to feed our fish, because otherwise they will die. I think you have to feed them after every mission. There we go. Say hello to Boo. Hey Boo. How's your day going? Alright. Good to see you, bud. So I think the order we received them in, the loyalty missions, was Jacob first, then Miranda. Morden's we've already done. And then we'll go from there. Speaking of Morden, we haven't talked to him after his loyalty mission.
Still hard to believe Malin betrayed me. Betrayed my work. Disgusted by his actions. Proud of his nerve, though. Always thought he lacked backbone. Hope he finds something new. Better goal, better purpose. Fewer torture tests.
You're really at peace with what happened?
Yes, of course. Can't change what happened. Life continues. Back to mission, back to work. Become like Malin otherwise. Solarian emotional processing faster than other species. Has to be. Short-lived culture can't spend time reminiscing.
Malin didn't seem like he processed his emotional response. He was obsessed with the genophage.
True, didn't mean to imply that Solarians were healthier emotionally, can still make wrong choices, bad decisions from grief, anger, guilt. Malin couldn't accept feelings, made decision, executed. Probably before I left for Omega. Wish I'd seen it. Solarians still feel, just resolve it quickly. Explains lack of marriage, can't sustain courtship emotions. Or perhaps based on reproduction. Unsure.
So you really don't feel bad at all about what happened on Tuchanka?
Yes, correct. Now at least. Greatly distressed at the time. Stages of grief, loss, anger, rationalization. Dealt with it. Most issues settled on Tuchanka, some on shuttle back to Normandy.
What about Malin's data on the genophage? His attempts at a cure?
What about it? Have it over there somewhere. Not dealing with it now. Need to focus on collectors. Not important now, regardless. Appreciate you helping me back on Tuchanka. Should get back to work. Wasted enough time already. Lots to do. Talk later?
So just to recap, Morden's assistant, Malin, was trying to cure the genophage, but he was utilizing some unethical methods. We stopped his research, but we saved the data, because I felt that although it was acquired through unethical means, the sacrifices that all those Krogan that died during those experiments would have been in vain.
Commander.
I assume everything is going well up here?
Good for now. Fractured my thumb on the mute, but I think I made my point.
That's it for now.
See you, Commander.
Alright. On to Jacob. I don't think we've used Jacob since the first couple of missions. To be honest, he's not one of my favorite characters at all. Help Jacob. Jacob's over here. 2175. Yeah.
I have detected an anomaly.
MSV Hugo Gernsback. Registration BW46100.
Launching probe.
A lot of EZO on here.
Scans have found something.
Let's finish off this planet. A little pro tip when you're scanning planets. I like to tap them.
Probe launched.
Like go up and down and tap. Because you tend to go a bit faster that way.
Probe away.
Instead of just holding down the trigger and going up and down like this. You'll probably be a little bit more thorough if you do it that way, but honestly there's so many resources. I just tap it like that. Like, look, I have 112,000 palladium, which is not necessary.
Probe launched.
I'm not gonna collect any more palladium. I don't really need it.
Probe launched. Launching probe.
Alright, let's land. Let's bring our other Cerberus agent, Miranda. So like I've barely used them. Incendiary ammo. So health or damage? I always go for health. Especially on insanity. I mean, we do so much damage as it is. So, we can know the Cerberus leader. Squad health plus 7%. Squad damage plus 15%. So, health or damage? Let's go with health. We good over there.
I have run a scan of the ship. I detect no life signs, but there may be useful technology or information still inside.
Switch up!
Rearming.
So I'd say overall that this game definitely holds up after all these years, aside from the movement. It's still a little clunky, but can definitely manage. 3 rectifies that a lot with the combat roll. See if there's anything back here. I've already missed one upgrade. Try not to miss another.
There it is, and mostly intact. They could have survived impact, but it's been years.
Hugo Gernsback.
Looks like it was stripped after the crash. They'd have tried to get a beacon up as soon as possible.
Along with this anymore, we've done horrible things to the crew. The conditions they're in, they don't understand what we're doing to them. Distract them for 2 seconds and they forget what you did before the bruises show. It's got to stop. I'm talking to the others as soon as...
Sounds like he was interrupted.
Repeat, toxology alert. Danger of rapid neural decay. Local flora chemically incompatible with human physiology. Override. Beacon resumed. Pause time, 8 years, 237 days, 7 hours.
From the look of it, this beacon's been here a while. Why would they wait years to signal?
Pause in beacon protocol. 8 years, 237 days, 7 hours. Pause is recorded as record deleted by Acting Captain Ronald Taylor.
That's not right. My father was first officer.
Welcome to the stream. Appreciate your visit today.
Who's in command of this ship? Where are the survivors?
Captain Harris Fairchild reported killed following unscheduled suborbital descent. First Officer Ronald Taylor promoted in-field to acting captain.
But where is he now?
The location of the remaining crew of the Hugo Gernsback is unknown. This beacon has been unattended for several maintenance cycles.
I assume unsafe deceleration refers to the crash. Give me the details.
Following an unspecified impact and sublight drive failure, the Hugo Gernsback made an unscheduled descent at 465% of theoretical recommended suborbital velocity. The Hugo Gernsback then decelerated at 782% of theoretical recommended approach velocity, sustaining significant damage to investment and crew.
Local food impairs brain functions? What are the effects?
Impairment of mental function due to chemical imbalance begins within 7 days of ingesting local flora, regardless of decontamination or preparation. Impact on higher cognitive abilities and long-term memory is cumulative, but significant within a standard month. It is not known if neural decay is permanent. Data collection was not completed.
Why wasn't the beacon activated before now?
This emergency beacon became functional after 358 days, 12 hours, following the unscheduled suborbital descent of the Hugo Gernsback. Activation was triggered remotely after 8 years, 237 days, 7 hours, on the authority of Acting Captain Ronald Taylor. Pause in beacon protocol is recorded as record deleted.
Come on, let's get going.
Let's check the ship. My father had the beacon for almost 9 years. Maybe that neural decay affected him.
Avoiding it for a decade seems unlikely.
It's kind of crazy. Look, it took you a decade to launch a distress beacon. It's always the last one that takes a while.
Expect the luxury of due process, but this isn't a military ship. Just bumping the command line up a notch doesn't work. Captain Fairchild knew this crew. His replacement doesn't command the same level of respect. I'm hoping the man has it in him, but I don't.
Did we see this one?
What was her name? Sarah? Suzanne? My God, I can't remember. I can't remember her face. We need to get out. So I can remember, can think straight.
Some shady things going on here.
You came from the sky? The leader said someone would come. He delayed for so long, but he still has power. Some have lost faith. The hunters. They will have seen your star. They will not let you help him.
What are you talking about? You're not making sense.
I don't remember how to say it. He's our leader and we serve so we can go home. But some want to fight him. They were cast out. He exiled them, so they hunt his machines and those who help him. They don't believe that rescue will come.
Hunters, they won't stop until the leader is dead.
I almost missed that.
Kill them! Agents of the liar! He will not escape!
Incoming!
So yeah, okay, we got... Oops. I messed that up. Tech armor. Oh damn.
Got a line.
Okay, I'm gonna die.
Affirmative.
On time!
I'm trying to see if I can, it's feasible to use our other powers.
Got it. Gun. Get over here. Right.
Easy enough.
Or if this is just a run and gun class.
That wasn't neural decay. They were feral.
My father wouldn't let this go on. Something is very wrong.
Could have definitely...
Strip for parts. Tech's wearing out. Those hunters must be laying on the pressure.
Could have definitely played that smoother.
Is that a settlement? They better be friendlier than the beach group. I need answers.
They're clearly docile, but in the same uniform remnants as those who attacked us.
There aren't any men here. Maybe it affects genders differently. Makes males get violent?
Possibly. But the woman on the beach said the exiled ones came back as hunters.
It doesn't matter right now. One of these people must know what my father has to do with this.
You have his face. He promised to call the sky, but he sends nothing.
He forced us to eat, to decay. You are cursed with his face.
You certainly seem to have a way with words.
You heard her. I have his face. My father forced the crew to eat toxic food. What the hell? What the hell? Somebody had to push them to make that. That's borderline worship.
He keeps us, protects us, and we please him like he demands.
He is bad. He has a bad face like the other. Like him. You'll hurt me.
Oh. Here we go.
Sure thing.
Not a problem.
On my way! Your command demands obedience. Weapons are forbidden.
Patrols like that are a little much against this bunch.
Well, that would make them hate him. Maybe it was just for defense.
Just make sure we didn't miss anything. Yeah, it's more of a run and gun style. I don't know if you could use many.
Please, here, you could end it.
If you can use many powers.
You have his face, but you fight his machines. You might stop this. This, I forget how to read, but this was the start. What he promised, and what they did to us. We need the sky. Take us back to the sky.
Jacob, what does it say?
It's a crew logbook. Some of them thought the beacon repair was taking too long. They were afraid they'd run out of supplies and lose their minds to the decay. My father restricted the ship food for himself and the other officers so they wouldn't be affected. Everybody else had to eat the toxic food and hope for treatment later. The rest is a casualty list. A few mutinied over the decision. My father and his officers turned the mechs on them.
He wasn't command material and it got to him. Couldn't keep the crew in line without violence.
It didn't stop there. More incidents, harsh punishments. It's like they're cattle or toys. In a year, all the male crew members are flagged as exiled or dead. They separated out the women, assigned them to officers, like pets. And after the beacon is fixed, the officers appear in the casualties too. After. My father took control and didn't stop it.
Anything in there about whether the effects of the toxic food can be treated?
Nothing. But it seems like the right call. If everyone gets it, who's left to fix the beacon? You'd never get out. But they did fix it. And the signal wasn't sent until now. I'm starting to see why.
We haven't seen any other officers. He killed them?
There were 5 after the crash. Medical, engineering, bridge staff. Should have had no problem fixing the beacon and keeping people safe. All killed within the same week. About a month after the beacon was repaired.
Does it say why he separated the men and the women? Or is it as bad as it seems?
No, it turns to gibberish. Maybe the men got violent early on, but from the state of this place, I'd say the Hunter thing is recent. What he allowed here, Shepard? I don't see any justification.
Do you see an explanation for this? He's your father.
Is he? None of this fits. Maybe the initial decision, but the rest? Abuse of power doesn't get any clearer than this. I need to find this man.
We're going this way. You guys need to go step back.
Right.
Moving.
Sure thing.
Be right there.
This is Captain Ronald Taylor. Thank God you're here. My crew went insane. I only just got free.
God damn it. It's really him. Just got free. He's covering his ass.
The old corpse has been posed, like a warning. The new ones were left where they fell.
The Hunters started fighting back.
Easy enough.
Get over here.
Whoa.
I'll put him down. Moving back.
I got the light mech.
I got him. I'll put him down.
Not a problem. I'm on it. Back to light mech. Back to light mech. Watch out!
Come on over. Moving to target.
Not a problem.
I had to keep them busy, distracted, but it's getting dangerous. Thank God you've come.
Affirmative.
Come on over. I'll put him down.
It took years to train my guards. I'm afraid you'll have to fight them to rescue me.
Okay, I want to make sure.
Throwing people away. This thing is not my father.
I want to make sure I didn't miss anything because I played way too aggressive over there. Yep, see?
We can use this.
Almost missed that. I just see blood and I have to go for it. I wish there was a way to like buy the upgrades for like twice the price if you miss it. You know?
You're up.
We got here, okay. Switch it up a little bit.
Got him.
Easy enough.
Oh, I'm gonna die. Oh, I died. I tried to flank, but it was a fail.
Hostiles. Going to
Sure
cover.
thing. Enemy drone. I've got him. All mine. On it.
You bet.
Gonna have to get rid of the mech.
All mine.
Gotta run.
Change weapon.
Right away. Watch for the drone. Nice.
Oh, I don't know how. Armor piercing ammo. Come on, man.
Understood.
Enough with the toys. I need to look my father in the eye and hear him justify this.
That was it. Let's make sure we didn't miss anything. Hey Macon, how's it going? Hope you're having a good day today. Thanks for joining us. Let's see what he has to say for himself.
You're here. I knew a real squad would blow through just fine. Sorry if the mech scuffed your pads. I'll get you something nice when we get back to Alliance space. I've got to have some back pay coming.
What about your crew, acting captain?
Total loss. The toxic food turned them wild. They propped me up here in some kind of ritual behavior. Waiting for a chance to signal has been hell.
That's the best you can do?
You let all your people talk back like that? Who are you exactly?
Nice. Is that your first time playing Mass Effect, or you played it before?
Commander Shepard of the Normandy. I believe you're acquainted with Mr. Taylor.
Taylor? Jacob? No. Not Jacob.
Why not me? Would 10 years of this look better to anyone else in the galaxy?
You have to understand, this isn't me. The realities of command, they change.
I'm super jealous then.
I wasn't ready for that. I made sure you were taught right. Before I left, I hoped to leave it at that.
You're in for a wild ride. I've played Mass Effect like hundreds of times. This is the first time I'm playing in this style, like super in your face, super aggressive Sentinel build. But ADAP is so much fun. You're gonna have a blast.
I'm not biting, Captain. At some point, you chose to do this to your crew. You.
What was that moment? I want to know that there was an actual reason.
There was resistance to the plan. Mutiny. We had to take a hard line to keep order. And things settled down. As the decay set in, we made sure the crew were comfortable. Some even seemed happier. Ignorance is bliss, right? And they were grateful for guidance, like an instinct. Pure authority was easy, at first. Months in,
that's okay.
Ignored inhibitions. They got territorial. Rank, protocol, they couldn't understand. We had to establish dominance. After a while, the perks seemed normal.
That's it? You created a harem and played king? 10 years in a juvenile fantasy?
I can't point to where it all went wrong. But when the beacon was ready, revealing what happened didn't seem like a good idea.
Even now, like, well, this is the first time I've played in maybe like 10 years, but even now I die here and there.
What happened to the other officers?
Anders found his conscience a little late to step back. He had an accident. Things got tense. End of the day, I was the one with the mechs. I got a little basic in setting examples. But I was kind to my people once things settled down. Seemed like I'd earned some peace.
You fought over people like they were toys. Things.
The stores from the ship couldn't last forever. You had to know this would end one day.
Dining for one can really stretch things out. Besides, I can think of a lot worse retirement plans than stripping down and joining the droolers. That was before the hunters, of course. Dumb or not, I'd feel it if they got their hands on me now. They want blood. I'd prefer to keep it.
It's all about you. Everything.
You didn't feel any responsibility to get out of here for the sake of family?
I gave them a good start. He was a smart kid and was better off not following me. We figured that out a long time before I took jobs in deep space. And after things escalated here, it seemed best to just disappear off the galactic map.
Till you needed someone to save your ass.
This guy, man. How unethical can you get?
What triggered the males to change and threaten you?
This planet has some strange cycles to it. I've seen some plants around I never saw before. Odd weather. Maybe some just adapted a little too well.
And if you treat them like animals, big shock. They become animals.
So this guy basically forced the crew of the Hugo Gurns back to eat toxic food so that their minds would get all crazy, and then he could like take advantage of the women and
We can help these people. Cerberus can have ships here in days and pull everyone out.
He's not worth the fuel to haul him out or the air he's breathing. He's damn lucky I don't think he's even worth pulling the trigger.
yeah,
I don't know who you are, because you're not any father I remember.
yeah, you gotta progress in the story, and you have a choice of advanced weapon training. I won't say where, I don't want to spoil it for you. But as adept, eventually you'll get the choice to either play with assault rifles, snipers, or shotguns. If you're already a class that has that in your loadout, you get like one of the strongest weapons in the game.
We'll secure him for an Alliance Accord. For every year here, he'll have 10 to think about it.
Give him all the time in the galaxy. The man who did this doesn't know right from wrong.
I'm sorry, Jacob. I did the best I could.
I'm 10 years past believing that.
Alright, so survivors from the AA are being treated by Alliance personnel with additional server support. Pleased to see Taylor unharmed psychologically by experience. Jacob Taylor has dealt with his father and is now focused solely on the mission. Make sure you use a lot of biotic combos, so lift and warp, or singularity and warp.
Alliance ships are inbound to secure Captain Taylor and his crew, Commander. We'll be long gone by the time they get here.
It's kind of hard to do. It's a bit harder to do the biotic combos on Insanity because you have to strip shields and barriers first before they'll be affected by pull and singularity. But yeah, singularity is a good crowd control ability, especially for, I don't know if you've faced Harbinger yet, but put one of those on him and he'll kind of get stuck there.
Don't even give him the taillights.
Roger that.
What do you mean it wasn't you?
Jacob, if I had leaked the information about the Gernsback, I would be smiling at your resolution of the situation. I am not smiling.
Oh, and bring like squad mates that that can strip. Like if you know you're going to a place with a lot of like barriers, bring like Miranda or Thane. If you're going to like a Geth mission, bring you can bring Garrus, anyone that like strips shields. It depends on like your play style, what class you want to play with. Like they're all super fun. My favorite kind of classes are like the ones where you can like be super aggressive with. So I like Vanguard for the charge ability, and Sentinel in Mass Effect 2 is pretty cool because when they destroy the tech armor, they get staggered or knocked back. the enemies. Oh, totally, man. It's so much fun.
Nothing goes through this ship, my ship, without a report to you.
I had no more reason to believe Jacob's father was alive than he did, but I'm happy to know the situation is behind you.
Fine, you didn't forward it, so who did?
I did.
Figures. Who else could get into Cerberus channels?
It was hardly classified, just obscure. There was a time when it mattered to you. Sending this along seemed like keeping an old promise. I keep my promises.
Miranda, we'll discuss your liberal interpretation of security protocol in private. Shepard, Jacob.
Cool, man. You'll have a lot of fun with Vanguard. It's probably my favorite class, but I've played it so much that I had to do something else.
You good with this, Jacob?
It's all bull, Shepard. Captain Taylor can rot in prison. Doesn't change who I am or what I know. I've already mourned the man he used to be. I guess he was a good enough father that even he can't screw up what he taught me.
Yeah, Stasis is too OP.
You had no idea Miranda was behind this?
No, she's got a good memory. Selective, but good. I haven't thought about those days in a long time. Can't figure which promise she meant, though. Not sure I really want to know. She requires a better man than I.
Come on, we've got work to do.
Aye, Commander. Shepard, thanks for the help.
Anytime, Jacob.
Alright, now we got Jacob Loyal. Let's upgrade our pistols and we'll head on to the next loyalty mission. Pretty much have most of the upgrades. Gotta make sure you feed your fish after every mission. You don't want them to die. Ask away, my friend. Ask away. Try to help as I can. This is our pet hamster, Boo. I think we have one more ship to collect. One, maybe two. Zaid does, and I think that's it. I can double check for you, but I'm pretty sure it's just Zaid. If you go to your private terminal,
Commander, you've received a new message at your private terminal.
and go to team status, just hover over like all the people and go to info. So Zaid has disruptor ammo, and I'm pretty sure that's it. I know he has incendiary, shredder, warp. Yeah, just Zaid. Back to Ilium. Bring our buddy Grunt. So either weapon damage or health regen. We're gonna go with the pure blood for that health regen. I think after our the collectorship mission, some of the stores get updated with inventory.
No, you don't understand. I lost it somewhere near.
25. Sell at 25.
Pardon me, I'm on a call.
Sounds like a side quest. Yeah, make sure you double check the stores here.
I get minimal heat
Tech damage.
and speed. I have extremely high performance requirements.
I'm gonna check the other stores just in case. Then we'll be on our way.
It looks like they're shutting down the whole building. There's a lot of damage.
Why didn't we make backups? How hard is it to...
No, I'm sorry. We'll find a way to deal with it. Excuse me, I'm on an important call.
Did I miss? Oh, I think I missed that item.
I don't know, that still sounds like an awful thing to legalize.
All the dangers are right there on the
We got 3 stores here.
Clips might be fun for you. For me, it's the future.
Damage protection. Getting low on credits.
Her first mate. Your father? He got her.
I think that's a ship we're missing. Let's see if there are any more star charts.
You know Irinia won't even talk to the non-Asari customers. It's like she's turned pure blood into her religion or something.
Alright.
I heard she lost her daughters when the Geth attacked the Citadel.
Right. I'm sure she was a pleasure to deal with before that. Sometimes you say these things, and I don't know. Maybe it's because you had a Batarian father.
A little racism in this game. Well, you can call it racism. Xenophobism? Xenoism? I don't know.
Do you have anything flashier? I want something that says...
Bad luck on the stock market, debt piling up. Perhaps you need to explore other options.
So I think Miranda's loyalty mission is somewhere in the bar.
You deserve somebody who respects you. Somebody who's going to...
Good luck talking to the weapons merchant. Remember, she's at the shop by the carport. If you're
Oh
looking
yeah,
for things to
gotta
do.
help Conrad over there.
we could catch up.
Ms. Lawson, I'm glad you've made it. We've had a complication.
What happened? Is Ariana all right?
She's fine, but you listed a man named Niket as your trusted source. He contacted me, warning that your father has sent Eclipse mercenaries to make a sweep. He suggested that the mercs might be watching for you personally. He's offered to escort Ariana's family to the terminal instead.
You didn't mention anything about Niket.
He's a friend.
Yeah,
He and I go back a long way.
Do you want to bring in any of your other Ilium contacts, Ms. Lawson?
No. You and Niket are the only two I trust on this.
I've played Mass Effect like hundreds of times. Probably have played Mass Effect 3 the most, but I started with 1 when it first came out. I actually bought an Xbox just so that I could play Mass Effect, and then 2 came out bought that game, and then I got the Red Ring of Death for the 360, and I love Mass Effect so much that I had to play it some more, so I bought a PlayStation and bought it for the PlayStation. So I spent a lot of money on Mass Effect.
What information do you have about the mercenaries?
I've confirmed that they're Eclipse, and that they're working for an organization Ms. Lawson warned us about. I could try to alert the authorities, but so far they've done nothing illegal.
You made the right decision. We'll handle this ourselves.
Mass Effect 3 is an incredible game. There was some controversy when it first came out because of its ending, and they did a DLC to kind of retcon some of the things that happened, or expand on some of the things that happened. I won't spoil it for you, but some things didn't really make sense. But overall, as a game, it's, oh man, it just, the feels, like the journey, how it finishes all together, like, it's awesome. It's one of my favorite franchises of all time, and it's up there. It's up there in the gaming world. So you gotta finish it.
What information do you have about the mercenaries?
I've confirmed that they're Eclipse, and that they're working for an organization Ms. Lawson warned us about. I could try to alert the authorities, but so far they've done nothing illegal.
You made the right decision. We'll handle this ourselves.
It's your sister, Miranda. What do you want to do?
Lantea, we'll follow Nicket's suggestion. Shepard and I will take the car and draw their attention. Have Nicket escort the family to the shuttle. Give him full access to the family's itinerary, just to be safe.
Understood, Ms. Lawson.
So the plan is for us to get shot down by Eclipse while your sister gets to safety?
Eclipse will be under orders to take my sister alive. They won't risk anything that could kill us.
I doubt Eclipse will send all their people just to stop you. You want to give Niket any backup?
Niket can take care of himself. Besides, any armed backup just draws attention to him.
I'm ready whenever you are, Miranda.
Thank you, Shepard. I appreciate this. I hadn't planned on Eclipse, but they never planned on you.
Alright, let's get this. Gotta save Miranda's sister.
Damn it! Eclipse mercenary gunships. They'll be dropping troops in the cargo areas.
Put us down in that cover behind them.
Let's hope they really do want to take us alive.
Hold fire! I said hold fire, damn it!
I got this.
Since you're not firing yet, I trust you know who I am.
Yeah, they said you'd be in the car. You're the bitch that kidnapped our boss's little girl.
Kidnapped? This doesn't involve you. I suggest you take your men and go.
Think you've got it all lined up, huh? Captain Inyala's already moving in on the kid. She knows about Niket.
Alright, thanks for joining. I really appreciate it. Enjoy Mass Effect, and have a great day.
What do you mean Niket won't be helping us?
Nothing you need to worry about. Nobody's gonna get killed unless you do something stupid. You walk away now, the girl goes back to her father, and everybody's happy.
Everybody but my sister. And me.
Should we be talking to Captain Inyala about this?
You don't want to talk to the captain. She's not as polite as I am. She's the best commando I've ever seen. I've seen her tear people in half with her biotics. And she's getting paid a lot to stop you.
She gets in my way, she'll never have a chance to spend it.
Wait, Miranda, you said she was your twin sister.
That what she told you? No, this crazy bitch kidnapped our boss's baby daughter. He's been looking for her for more than a decade.
It's complicated, Shepard. We share the same DNA, just not the same birthday.
You took a baby from the richest guy in the galaxy, lady. I don't know what your damage is, but you're not getting away with it.
You're not getting Miranda's sister. If you push this, it'll go badly for you.
Captain Inyala ordered us to give you one chance to walk away. This whole time we've been talking, my men have been lining up shots. When I say the word, we unleash hell on your squad. So I suggest you walk away nicely, unless you want...
Okay. Clips.
Styles.
Now let's finish you off. Enemy
I thought it clipped it.
easy enough.
Huh?
I'll put them down.
Come on, we need to get to Niket.
I hope I didn't miss anything. That's how I miss stuff. I just play so aggressive. I forget to loot. Alright. Should be good.
Hang on, I've got one of their radios. I'll patch us in, see if I can get an idea of what we're up against. Shepard, I think I owe you an explanation. Oriana is my twin, genetically. But my father grew her when I was a teenager. She was meant to replace me. I couldn't let my father do to her what he did to me. So I rescued her. She's almost a woman now.
I can understand choosing to go your own way, but you stole a young child from her father.
If you knew my father, you would understand. I wasn't the first one he made. I was only the first one he kept. I was brought up with no friends, pushed to meet impossible demands. I wasn't a daughter to him. I don't know what I was. Oriana has had a normal life. I made the right decision.
Why didn't you tell me that we were saving a kid?
She's not a child. She'll be 19 this year. But, well, it didn't seem relevant at the time, I suppose. There are people who'd use her against me. I'm very protective when it comes to Oriana. I'm sorry I didn't trust you sooner. You deserved to know.
If Eclipse knows where Oriana is, they'll be moving in on her soon. We need to hurry.
Agreed. I'm a bit worried by what the Merc said. If they've got to Niket somehow, this is going to be harder than I'd planned. According to the specs I reviewed, we'll need to cut through the cargo processing yard to get to Oriana.
Can you tell me anything about the cargo processing yard?
We'll be moving through conveyor systems. There'll be a lot of movement. Finding targets won't be easy. We'll need to stay sharp. And these cargo transports carry hazardous materials. So watch what you shoot at.
I hope your friend can be trusted.
Absolutely. Niket is one of my oldest friends. I guess you could say he was my only real friend. He's the only person I didn't cut ties with when I left my father.
Is there a chance your father could be using Niket to get to you?
I'm sure he's tried, but Niket's one of the few people who understands what my father is really like. I trusted him with my life when I ran from my father, Shepard. He won't betray me now.
Let's go find Niket and Oriana.
Right.
You left Grunt.
They're on the far side of the conveyor line. Time your shot.
It always takes forever for the last one to show up.
Heading to cover!
Impact shot.
Suppressive fire now! Get that man down!
Too easy. Just want to make sure we looted everything as usual.
Right.
Everything is very easily missed in this game. Submachine gun.
We can use this.
I'm on it.
Cover. Yeah, right on your ass.
Forces have engaged.
I don't care how many mechs you use. Just stall them, damn it.
Sending in the drone! Understood. Let's see if they burn. Understood.
Now what's this?
Metagel capacity. Let's go, guys.
Incoming. Easy enough.
Divert everyone except my guard from the kit. I'll handle him and the kid personally.
Welcome back.
Damn it, I'm not letting her get on.
Great to see you again.
Impact shot.
Understood. Felt that one.
Combat drones.
How do I get to that side?
Feel
We
the
can cut
blood
down through
rain.
the cargo line.
Let's go. more enemies. Can't you see we're trying to loot here? Yeah, the tech armor makes him super tanky. That one and this one. Especially with the evolution where if your tech armor gets destroyed, you get 50% shields back. Anything in here? Some Ezo. I think that's it.
Eclipse operatives have attempted to delay you by disabling the elevators. I am overriding their lockdown.
Hostile!
Easy enough. Affirmative.
Found a target.
Overload deployed.
Mind over matter.
I'll tear you apart.
No, I died. I was too aggressive. See, even I die. I thought they would get knocked back after my shields were destroyed. Make sure they have that equipped.
Eclipse operatives have attempted to delay you by disabling the elevators. I am overriding their lockdown.
I'll tear you apart. Here we go.
Understood. Mind over matter. Mind over matter.
That's better.
But that can't be right.
For sure, there's something I missed. Can check every nook and cranny. No, you have. I think you have to strip. You have to strip the armor first. So make sure, like, when you have when you bring your squad, like, it's a good balance of like people who can strip shields, barriers, and armor. Barriers are the easiest to strip, so you could just use like an SMG or a shotgun. But having overload and warp is super helpful. Hey, where do I go? This way. This way? Oh, over there.
Maybe the captain knows we're listening in, and she's feeding misinformation about Niket making a switch. Or maybe it means something else. Niket wouldn't do that. Damn it, why let this thing go any faster?
Did the cat know that you took Oriana from your father?
No, he just found out about that recently. It was too personal to involve someone else. I never really thought about it, but maybe... No, he'd have to understand why I did it. He knows what I went through.
In the third game, I think you can prime enemies for combos without stripping armor. I could be wrong, but that's what I remember.
What makes you so sure that Niket wouldn't turn on you?
He could have turned on me when I ran away. I'm sure my father tried to buy him off. If he didn't do it then, why would he do it now?
You know him, Miranda. If you don't think he'd betray you, then I'm sure there's another explanation.
I don't know, damn it. But I guess we'll find out soon enough. And then I'll have a word with this Captain Inyala.
Listen to me. I've got authorization to change their booking.
I'm sorry, sir. We're under security lockdown. Until the situation in the cargo terminal is resolved, no passengers can be rebooked.
This isn't worth my time, Niket. I get paid regardless of how the girl gets there.
No. I was told that I could handle this my way. We're not traumatizing the family any more than we...
Yeah, you can launch combos in the third one like crazy.
Miri.
This should be fun.
Niket, you sold me out.
Awesome. Yeah, you'll have a lot of fun, especially like the third one. You're just gonna, it's gonna be combo after combo.
How do you want to handle this, Miranda?
Why, Niket? You were my friend. You helped me get away from my father.
Yes, because you wanted to leave. That was your choice. But if I'd known that you'd stolen a baby...
I didn't steal her. I rescued her.
From a life of wealth and happiness, you weren't saving her. You were getting back at your father.
How did Miranda's father turn you?
They told me you kidnapped your baby sister all those years ago. They said I could help get her back peacefully. No trauma to the family. I told them you'd never do that. They could go to hell. Then you finally told me what you'd done. I called them back that night.
Why didn't you call me, Niket? We've been through a lot. You could have at least let me explain.
I deserve to know that you'd stolen your sister, Miri. I deserve to know you were with Cerberus. But I had to hear it from your father first.
How much did Miranda's father pay you?
A great deal.
Damn it, Niket! You were the only one I trusted from that life.
He knew you felt that way. That's why he bought me.
So you just took his money.
Don't get holy with me, Miri. You took his money for years.
I knew Eclipse was willing to get their hands dirty. But kidnapping a kid?
I'm not stealing her. I'm rescuing her. Come on, Niket. Let's finish this bitch off and get out of here.
Take your best shot.
I was just waiting for you to finish getting dressed. Or does Cerberus really let you whore around in that outfit?
Whether or not you agree with Miranda, Oriana has been with her family for years now.
Her father can still give her a better life.
You don't know what my father wants for her.
I know that I've been poor, Miri. I didn't much care for it.
He wants to take a girl away from the only family she's ever known. Doesn't that tell you what he really is?
If you're working for Miranda's father, that means he knows about Oriana. We need to find a new solution.
Miranda's father has no information about Oriana. I knew you had spy programs in your father's system, Miri, so I kept it private. I'm the only one who knows.
Which means that you're the only loose end. This isn't how I wanted it to end, Niket.
Miranda, wait! You don't want to do this.
This has to end here, Shepard. My father will keep trying to find Oriana.
Maybe Niket can help. Talk to your father. Just say you got here first.
I'll tell him that you hid her. That I don't know where she is.
I never want to see you again, Niket.
Done. Now, if you don't mind, I have a shipment to deliver.
You'll die for that, bitch! Hostiles to the right!
Okay. Anyone on the right there? It's on the right. Uh-oh.
Now finish them!
Going to cover! Easy enough?
Where's the health bar? Where's the health bar? Oh my gosh.
They're all mine.
Engaging hostiles!
She's dead. Well, where's that dude's health bar? I hope he's not glitched out.
Get ready to burn!
Yeah, right on your ass.
Gotta bring Miranda back. It's too important. Where are you guys coming from? Oops.
I'm on it. On my way.
Come on.
Lush. Right now you're dead. Ah!
Yeah.
Near the shuttle. I want to make sure Oriana and her family get on safely.
You have to do Jack's loyalty mission. And then you can learn warp ammo. I feel like some of those enemies were glitched for a sec, because when I was shooting them, there was no, like, health bar. Yeah, you can learn warp ammo from Jack. You just have to do her loyalty mission. I think that's it.
I can't believe Niket sold me out. I didn't even see it coming.
Even with all your upgrades, you're human, just like the rest of us.
But I let it get personal and I screwed up. Why didn't you let me kill him? I could have handled that. But watching him get gunned down by that Asari bitch.
So each companion has a loyalty mission, which is super important for Mass Effect 2. If you want like the best outcome. So in order to get the loyalty mission, you have to keep talking to your squad mates inside the Normandy and keep doing missions so that you get new dialogue, and eventually they will tell you what they need for you to complete that mission. And then once you complete the mission successfully, you'll have access to their squad power, and each squad member has like a unique power.
You still cared for him, even if he betrayed you.
You're right. And my father knew it. He used that against me. It's always been like this. My father gave me anything I ever wanted. But there was always a hook, an angle for his long-term plan. I threw away everything he ever gave me when I ran. Except Niket. Weakness on my part?
Any other old friends your father might use against you?
No. I cut ties with everyone else. Anyone I'm close to now works for Cerberus. Or you. My father's powerful, but he won't cross the elusive man.
You can't toss aside everything you care about just to be safe.
It's okay, Shepard. My father hurt me, but he didn't break me. As much as he tried to turn me into exactly what he wanted, I'm my own person.
You still have Oriana.
My father didn't give her to me. I rescued her, but yes, you're right. I still have something. Thank you. No sign of Eclipse. It looks like we're clear. There she is. She's safe. With her family. Come on, we should go.
Don't you even want to say hello?
It's not about what I want, it's about what's right for her. The less she knows about me, the better. She's got a family. A life. I'll just complicate that for her.
She doesn't need any details. But would it really be so bad for her to know she has a sister who loves her?
Yeah, you have to do it through advanced training once you acquire the squad power.
Go on. We'll wait here.
I'll show you in a sec. Alright, so Miranda's sister and her family successfully placed at location redacted. Mother's new job pays well, enough to ensure comfort and ease. We'll keep Oriana under observation for her safety only. Miranda Lawson is too valuable to Cerberus, and Oriana's well-being is easiest means of procuring loyalty. Miranda remains loyal to Cerberus and now trusts Shepard. So now we got Miranda's power unlocked, which is Slam. Alright, back to the Normandy.
Oh, it's okay. Our amino acids are all different, so it's not like we can get diseases or anything if we go natural.
The recall notice. All users of Koros brand medical radiation systems are asked to discontinue treatment immediately. Please return your system.
If this is the best you have, I'll make do. But you're certain the neural stimulators are compatible with both my suit and
How can you short sell on prefabs after these human colonies?
So we got 4 loyalty missions completed. I think we have 6 or 7 left? No, we have 5 done, and we have 7 left. Okay, so
Commander, you've received a new message at your private terminal.
for squad powers, so look, Jack has shockwave, pull, and warp ammo. Once you do her loyalty mission, which is what we did for Miranda, you'll unlock that squad power, and then just go over to the research terminal. Go into prototypes, advanced training, and when you research, you can pick which power you want to use. Super simple. While we're here, I'm just going to upgrade this to this last one, that to its last one, and we're good to go. No problem. I think that's it for this stream. Thanks so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Hope you have an awesome day. Like and subscribe if you haven't already. And we'll continue this Mass Effect journey together. Peace out.